the Obama people must feel that he didn't do quite as well as they might have wanted to in that context, because that what they're putting out privately is that McCain may not have been in the cone of silence and may have had some ability to overhear what the questions were to Obama. He seems so well prepared.
Total bogus. We had him in a green room in a totally different building. The Secret Service picked him up, brought him straight to that room. He was put in that building. Somebody is systematically calling all the media and you know, trying to create. I guess they didn't like the format or whatever.
Well, there you see NBC's Andrea Mitchell talking about what the Obama people told her, that John McCain may have cheated in Saturday's forum, that he may have heard the questions first. Then you hear Pastor Rick Warren addressing that, saying McCain was driven by the Secret Service. His campaign says he didn't listen in to the forum at that time, and then was put in a room without a broadcast feeds. The cone of silence controversy. Bill, what about this? The charges that John McCain cheated. I mean, it was all over the blogs today.
Right. Well, as Andrea Mitchell said, these charges are being made, or suggestions were being made by the Obama campaign, because they know their man lost the evening. It is striking that they can't just accept that and go on, that they have to pretend that somehow McCain must have cheated to have won, and I think that says something perhaps about the Obama campaign's excessive regard for their man and their disdain for Senator McCain. And McCain won the evening. But look, if they want to say that this is because McCain somehow magically got access to these questions, as if that would have mattered anyway, not that he did apparently, McCain should say tomorrow, fine, let's do it again. Let's have I'm serious. He should say, let's have another forum the next day. We can have it on the same topic. We can have it on Georgia and Russia. We can have it on Iraq. And you know what? I'll go first. I'll go first so Senator Obama can see the questions and the answers. I think the Obama campaign has set itself up for looking like whiners, and I hope Senator McCain challenges Obama to have another forum tomorrow. I
mean, Jeff, he did look relaxed, John McCain, on top of his game. Carl Cameron said it was the best he'd seen him in a long time, and this is why this kind of format works for John McCain.
I think this explains why Obama is not eager to do town hall meetings with McCain, or to take any other direct debate other than the ones that are already scheduled, the official debates. Obama clearly does beautifully when he has a teleprompter, a forum that McCain does not do all that well. But when it comes to off-the-cuff debates, questions of this kind, McCain is terrific.
Let me just say, as the cultural historian here, that cone of silence is a term from Get Smart.
It is.
And McCain did not have a phone in his shoe either. I mean, it's a term, it was a jokey term. It meant he didn't have access, and he didn't have access. It's the whining of a loser. You know, he loses a fight in the schoolyard, and he says, well, it could only have happened because the other guy was cheating. McCain won that night because he has a depth of character that showed. This is all about spirit, history, values. And he's a man with an amazing history. Obama has an interesting history, but it's not a heroic one. It isn't even a dramatic one. And when you match one history against another, you've got a contrast, which is very striking. I mean, Obama is a man who, when you watched him on that night, he was asked, what was the most wrenching decision you ever had to make? And he said it was his speech opposing the war in Iraq. But remember, he was an unknown state senator. He's not a man who sent anyone into battle. It was not. It would have no effect on the war itself. But it did have an effect on his political future. McCain's answer was, his most wrenching decision was deciding to refuse early release as a prisoner of war, knowing he would endure a torture as a result. And when you heard that, your heart went silent. It's a difference that is not. It's not an attack on Obama. It's simply, as a young man with less history and nothing like McCain's history, he can't match him in the area of history and values.
When Rick Warren asked each candidate, what is rich? Take a listen to this.
I think if you're just talking about income, how about $5 million? The point is that I'm trying to make here, seriously, and I'm sure that comment will be distorted, but the point is that we want to keep people's taxes low and increase revenues.
Rick Warren asked him, how do you define rich? He said, maybe he was joking. He said, $5 million. I said, which I guess if you're making $3 million a year, you're middle class.
And there, the second part is Barack Obama on the campaign trail today. So, Charles, John McCain didn't have to look into the crystal ball that long, 2 days before it was hopped on as a soundbite.
I know Senator McCain has a lifetime of experience that he will bring to the White House, and Senator Obama has a speech he gave in 2002.